Hello, welcome to Balasridhar's Kamaraj Gadda's versatile channel. In the last four episodes, we are discussing about the mole concept. Hope that you are understanding the concepts very well. If you got any doubts related to that, you can post me in comments. I can clarify your doubts. So, as you know that previously we are discussing the definitions of mole, gram atomic mass, Avogadro number, all these aspects. Now in this class I am going to explain about gram molecular mass, a definition, and also problems related to the relation aspects. So I don't want to waste the time. Let us continue. Those who are new to my channel, subscribe my channel. Those who are old, you can put comments. Okay, let us start. In this class we are going to start gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass. So what is the meaning of this gram molecular mass? Molecular mass expressed in grams. The molecular mass expressed in grams. We can call it as gram molecular mass or a definition point of view. Mass of 1 mole of a molecule expressed in grams. Mass of 1 mole of a molecule expressed in grams. It is called as gram molecular mass. Simply we can write it as GMM, gram molecular mass. To understand in a better way, let us take some examples. Suppose take molecular mass of hydrogen. As you know that it is 2 AMU. So to express in gram molecular mass, so this is one molecule. One molecule of hydrogen is 2 AMU. But if you go for the grams, you have to multiply with Avogadro number. Na molecules, molecular mass means you have to multiply this 2 AMU into Avogadro number. So what will get here? 2 into 1 AMU, around 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams into Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 power 23. As you know that the product of Avogadro number and AMU, the product of these two is nothing but 1 gram. So 2 into 1 gram, that indicates 2 grams. This total value you will get 1. So the gram molecular mass of hydrogen. So what you can say, gram molecular mass of hydrogen is nothing but 2 grams. Similarly, if you go for oxygen, GMM of oxygen. So in these 2 atoms of oxygen are there. So for 1 atom is 16. So 2 into 16, that is 32 grams. Indicates Avogadro number of molecules. Similarly, gram molecular mass of chlorine 2 into 35.5, how much you will get? 71 grams. GMM of ammonia, all of know that ammonia, nitrogen and 3 hydrogens, so total we will get nitrogen is 14, hydrogen is 3 into 1, that is 17 grams. Similarly, gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide, carbon is 12, 2 oxygens for each oxygen, it is 16, so it will get 44 grams. So in all these cases, the number of molecules is nothing but Avogadro number. That is how much? Ne 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules. So if the molecular mass expressed in grams, that is called as gram molecular mass. Suppose if we take gram molecular mass of oxygen, that is 32 grams, is equals to Avogadro number. Now question is asked, simple question, how many molecules are present in 16 grams of oxygen? So as you know that 32 grams of oxygen has Avogadro number, so 16 grams of oxygen has how much? As you know that this is the 2 times multiple of this, and this also should be 2 times multiple of Avogadro number. No, division, sorry. If you divide this 2 by 2, we will get 16. So here Na also divided by 2 means 6.022 into 10 power 23 by 2. We will get 3.011 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. 16 grams of oxygen is equals to this many molecules. 32 grams is Avogadro number. 16 grams is half of the Avogadro number. One more question. 4.4 grams of CO2 has how many Na molecules? Or simply take 4.4 grams of carbon dioxide has how many molecules? So how will do this? 44 grams has Avogadro number. 4.4 has how much? See, this will get by dividing by 10. Same way Na by 10 just. So 6.022 into 10 power 23. 1 minute, I will adjust the board. It is not clear what I think. 10 power 23 by 10. So what will get? 6.022 into 10 power 22 molecules of CO2. So like this we can calculate the number of molecules present in a given molecule by using gram molecular mass. Now let us understand about mole relationships. What is meant by, after this gram molecular mass, we are going to understand about mole relationships. What is meant by mole relationships? See, the advantage of the mole is you can convert mole to mass, mole to particle, mole to volume. So mole can be converted into mass, mole can be converted into volume, mole can be converted into particle. So the only one unit which is having capability to convert to mass, volume and particle is mole. Mainly volume here for gaseous substance we can go. So like that we can correlate between mole mass, mole volume, mole particle. Now let us understand the relationships mainly between mole and mass. These are called as mole mass relationships. So it gives a relationship between mole and mass. We can convert mole to mass or vice versa, mass to mole. How these are related, how we can find the relationships. Suppose take 1 mole of oxygen weighs, immediately we'll say 32 grams. See, this is very important in the mole concept. You must know atomic masses. Without atomic masses, knowing atomic masses, we cannot move further. So all must know the atomic masses. Next, 1 mole of nitrogen weighs 28 grams. Means 1 mole weighs 32 grams. Or you can write 32 grams of oxygen has 1 mole or is equals to 1 mole. Like that you can correlate between them. So basing on this we can do plenty of problems. There is one simple formula to calculate the number of moles when mass is given. So how we can find the number of moles when mass is given? 1 minute, I'll adjust the camera. Yes. Number of moles. I'll write it upside. Don't worry. Okay. Are you able to see? Okay. Number of moles given mass by gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. The formula to calculate the number of moles is given mass by gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. Basing on this, we can do plenty of problems. We can correlate number of moles to given mass or given mass to number of moles or gram atomic mass to given mass. Like that we can correlate all. You can make any one of the subject. Then you can do it very easily. So hope that you understand the topics what I explained today. So you got any doubts, you can post me in comments. In the next class, we learn about some problems related to mole mass relationships. Thank you very much.